And then, after I shuffle this deck a bit... Is this your card? That's my card! He has my card!
What? How did you do that? What sorcery is this?
My card!
My tallest? Wasn't this supposed to be a trial? I don't mean to rush things, but we should probably give a proper sentence.
Yeah, who cares? This is much more interesting.
Yeah! I haven't seen anything this fun since back when Miyuki was around.
What? No way. Purple, you haven't seen anything fun since then?
Sure, but not very good ones.
The one about the schmoop was a great joke. I even gave you some snacks with that one before we went out. How could you not?
All right, I'll take it back. Jeez, Red, your outbursts alone are more entertainment than any show we could sit down to watch. You really need to get better at relaxing. Destroying planets is a lot of hard work, so I don't blame you for getting so uptight. But it's still annoying when you won't play video games with me because of some diplomatic trash.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Of course I am! We just get to drive around a spaceship and blow up planets with a big gun. That's the best job ever! Still, you shouldn't be so stressed.
Fair enough. I guess I'll have to take your word for it. Still, the whole thing with the last prisoner is throwing me for a loop. We haven't heard anything from Zim for over 2 years. And now 2 issues in a row? I don't want you to end up like Miyuki, or Spork, or...
Wait, are you worried about me? Aw, shut up. I'll be fine. Nothing bad can happen to us. We're tall. I think that's all we need to stay safe together, right?
Well, with our rank aside, I'm not exactly super up for any grand death either way.
No, please, Zim's an idiot. He did all that by accident. We held a trial to watch his memories and everything, remember?
I don't think that was an episode of the show, though. It happened all off screen here.
Oh. Shit, you're right. My tallest, I hate to intrude on this fascinating conversation, and I am honored to be in the presence of such greatness, of course. But is there any chance we can move this trial to a later time? I have a date with, Mischief calling my name.
I should have killed that snake when I got the chance! I mean, absolutely not. That's far too risky. I know our empire has done horrible things, many I wish we could stop, but there's no way we would ever just let a prisoner...
Sure! I don't see why not.
Wait, what? No!
You're free to go.
With pleasure.
Nice work, soldier. You really pulled through.
My tallest, please. It could be dangerous to let a criminal roam free. He could harm our citizens or
So
others.
what? That's not our problem. We blow up planets all the time. Who cares if a loose criminal makes it any worse?
You incompetent, bumbling... No, I understand that. Even if I do believe it isn't right or fair. Oh, and I apologize if I'm speaking out of line, but I must insist that you reconsider.
No time for that. Wait a minute. Hey! That's the guy we sent to the dungeon yesterday!
Yeah, it is. Guards! Send these prisoners back to their cells. Guards? Come on now. Listen to your tallest.
Well, that is where I'm afraid you're mistaken, my friend. You see, you may be tall, but you're not exactly the tallest anymore, are you?
Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Looks like I'm already here to fill that role. Looks like I got a few inches over you and everything.
Can we blow them up yet? I want to watch them explode!
Not yet, from what I know, although I'm afraid that it seems rather morbid, so hopefully not ever. Whoa, darling, you weren't planning to blow anyone up, were you?
What? Oh, come on, Sterling. You know me.
Yes, I do, but as your boyfriend, I must insist that we avoid violence, especially now.
Once again, right as always. Besides, I have a much better idea in mind that'll help this transfer of power go smoothly. Purple, you seem to be the annoying one. Have you ever wondered how long an Irken can live without its power?
Quo? What did I just say about violence? I prohibit it.
Oh, come on! They're dictators! I'm sure they can take it! They've done worse to everyone else, haven't they? Doesn't this give them their... what do you call it? Giving them their... poetic justice?
You do pay attention to my lectures.
Of course I do. I even take notes on them. But still, some violence is required for my idea. Please? Pretty please, my dearest?
All right, fine. I can permit violence, but nothing lethal. You're not animals, and murder is unacceptable.
Okay, sounds good to me. Anyways, like I was saying, have you ever wondered how long an Irken can live without their pack? Because I have a fun little gadget that Zoo really wants me to try out, and I'm sure it'll let you survive for longer than 10 minutes. Although I'm not sure if I'd want to be stripped of my body and forced to live inside my own pack. You'll have a lot of fun babysitting him, won't you, Red?
You can borrow my pack if needed. I wouldn't mind loading it out. I don't need it.
No! Sterling! We can't help the enemy!
And then we'll make them explode.
No explosions!
My plans require that...
Non-lethal ones, of course.
Yes, my non-lethal plans are much, much worse.
Ah! Rio! Rio! Oh, thank God you're not a zombie. Zib and Sick and Kai too both hit them with some kind of weird orange beam, and now they're all trying to kill me. Yeah, he's a Siren. Zib said something like that right before Bolt got him. What? No! What if he brainwashes you too? Oh, right. Okay, I'll leave it to you then.
Ah, the defective Irken, staying behind to give the Lil Sir unit a chance. I guess we know where mutes fall in the hierarchy. Below the servant drones. Ha! I don't understand a single word of what you're saying, so how about we just shut you up for good, so I don't have to watch you flail your arms around like an idiot anymore. Aw, what's the matter, little croaker? Can't bring yourself to beat up your best buddy? Well, he's my buddy now. I was going to hypnotize you too, but honestly, watching your best friend beat you up is so much more gratifying. I think I'm just gonna let him kill you. Nicely done, Wings! You make for a pretty sick assassin where you're not constantly yelling at everyone. You two need to up your games, you hear me? Start by finishing off this defective android. Come on! We got one more group to track down, and a sneaky sir to mangle.
This is incredible. You're me. I mean, I knew about alternate timelines, especially since my little brother Zib is from one of them, but I've never seen a version of myself that's so...
Tall?
Yeah, that. I guess I am a bit tall compared to most other dibs, but I'm also 18 now, so I think my age is part of the reason why. You're older than me too? I have so many questions. What's the future like? Where'd you get the robot arm? Did you ever take in your own brother? Where did you find Jammy? And did your dad know about aliens too? Okay, stop. Stop right there. Take a deep breath and calm down. I can answer all of your questions if you stop bombarding me. You're going to step on my cape.
Yeah, you'll ruin his dramatic flair.
Jammy, why don't you take the others to go look around town for a bit? I need some time to give my magnificent recap to little Dib here.
Please don't sing a musical number about it.
What? No, I wasn't gonna do that.
You're still going to make it really geeky and dramatic, though, aren't you?
I am a thespian, Jammy, and I take great pride in my craft. I can't give this curious boy anything but my greatest performance.
Okay. But no pyrotechnics this time.
Don't worry your cute little head about it. I won't even use any props.
Harmless improv, then.
Alright, fine with me. Time for us to explore town. It'll be super fun to show you guys all the neat moon stuff they have here.
I'm overwhelmed with enthusiasm.
What's the point? Anything we do is just wasting time anyways.
I want to put a shooting star on my head.
That's the spirit. Now let's go.
Anyways, I'm sorry to surprise you like this. I wasn't really supposed to go near any alternate versions of myself, but when I saw you were traveling with a group of Irkens, I was too curious not to follow. I mean, I'm used to meeting aliens because I work with Lardnar and Tak at our interdimensional base. We put on a lot of theater shows and peace gatherings when we aren't liberating planets from Irk's rule. It's very fun. Wait, you know Tak? Is she okay? Last time I saw her, I kinda stole her ship and watched her get flung into space. Tak's fine, although it did take her a while to stop hitting me every time we crossed paths. I always wondered why she hated me so much at first, but if I reminded her of you, I guess that explains it. But still, aside from myself, I've never seen any dibs who make friends with aliens, especially Zim. What? Oh, no, you got the wrong idea. Sig is my friend, I love him, and the other rebels are fine too, but I don't really get along with Zim. He's more like an ally, if anything, because we're both working for the rebellion now. You aren't friends with Zim? No, I mean, I don't think so. We had a pretty bad fight yesterday, and Zim has been moping ever since, but I don't really think we were ever on great terms before that. Look, Dib, I was only supposed to be in this dimension for a very short time. Chammy and I had been assigned to come here and find a mineral called ammonite to help refuel our troops' defense systems. If I hadn't insisted we stay here longer to explore, I probably wouldn't have run into you. But I'm going to take this as a sign. A sign of what? Poor little Dib, so young and naive. Obviously, the stars have aligned for us to cross paths with a grand purpose. One far more important than you could have ever imagined. What? What is it? I need to tell you something very important. Yeah, I'm listening, man. What is it? You, Dib Membrane, must befriend Invader Zim. What? Look, you're, what, about 14 now from the looks of it? You've been fighting Zim for over 2 whole years. Isn't that enough? You said Zim is helping the rebellion too, so he doesn't even pose a threat to Earth anymore. If anything, he's going to help you protect it. So why not be friends now? Because he's loud, annoying, incompetent, irrational. He's also very genuine, works harder than most people to earn respect, continues to pursue his goals despite his many failures, and he even seems to care about others he admires under that egotistical facade. You're not wrong, but none of that matters. This is Zim we're talking about. I don't care if he's on our side now, it's still Zim. Right, it's still Zim. Someone I wish I could have befriended in my own timeline. If I hadn't been so focused on what I wanted and how I felt, I would have realized that other people mattered too. I wasn't the only one going through a hard time, but I was blinded by my own emotions, and I couldn't see what was right in front of me. I didn't realize that the person I devoted my whole life to hating hadn't ever wanted to be the villain in my story to begin with. That person was Zim, in case you can't tell what my dramatic build-up was leading to. What, you wanted to be friends with your Zim? Why? And why do you say that in the past tense? Well, it's a long story, and kind of a boring one too. I doubt you'd want to hear it. No, I do. I really want to hear it. Then you must listen to my tale with an open mind, little one. It was not meant for the faint-hearted. Also, you should probably reconsider the whole Zim thing, but we'll get to that at the end. When did it all start? The same place it started for most Dibs, an elementary school many years ago. I was only 12 years old when it all started, a story I'm sure we're all too familiar with by now. I wanted to prove to my father that the paranormal existed, but he turned me away and insisted I should be focusing on real science instead. I was close to giving up on my passion, until an alien showed up in my class. Zim, a fierce Irken invader who had come to take the Earth for himself! It was a rivalry on sight. I spent the next 2 years of my life trying to thwart Zim and his evil plans. Every ruse, every scheme, I was always there to put a stop to it. But as time went on, I began to notice a change. By the time I'd turned 14, Zim had stopped putting any effort into his plans, as if he'd given up on conquering the Earth. He seemed more fascinated by it, if anything, and I'd find myself seeing Zim doing harmless field studies on the planet's wildlife whenever we were out of school. I began feeling conflicted about our rivalry. If Zim's plans had changed from destroying our world to merely studying it, what right did I have to interfere? As a fanatic of studying the unknown, I completely understood his interest in human life. However, Zim still attempted an occasional scheme to conquer Earth, so I did continue sparring with him as this odd change occurred. We fought and fought for another whole year, until things went too far. It was an accident, I know that, but I was just so angry. I didn't want to accept the fact that Zim had changed.
What happened?
For my 15th birthday, Gaz and the professor were planning to surprise me with something nice. They'd driven out of town to get it, and they were on their way home while I was fighting with Zim again. I'd gotten tired of Zim hiding in his base, and became paranoid that he was up to something diabolical, that the past few years had just been a ruse to lower my guard, and I chased him out of town for another battle. He kept telling me to stop, insisting that he hadn't even heard from the tallest, and spent all his time studying our world, but I was too stubborn to listen. During our fight, Zim pulled out one of his pack's larger blasters to keep me from breaking it. He tried talking to me again, but I lashed out and attacked him. While my family was driving across the bridge to get into town, Zim's blaster, well, one of his shots went wild and hit the bridge. It was a powerful cannon, so of course it had enough strength to completely demolish the bridge. I spent weeks searching the wreckage for any sign of my family, but I knew they were gone. It was my fault for pushing him, but because it had been Zim's blaster to deliver the final blow, I blamed him for everything.
What did you do next?
I lived at the house alone for a while. Zim later gave up on the planet entirely after he found out his mission was a fake, but I was too angry to change my mind. I built a giant weapon, one I would shoot out into space to destroy the entire Irken Empire with. If I couldn't have my family, I didn't think Zim deserved his either. Obviously, this backfired, and the whole machine blew up, taking the rest of our universe with it. Zim and I had only survived because we were fighting in the protected shield of my lab, but everyone else, and everything else, was gone. Eventually, we developed gadgets that allowed us to travel the multiverse, and parted ways to find our own lives. The explosion tore off my arm and destroyed one of my eyes, so when I first met Lardnar, he was more than happy to replace them with some spare robot parts. The very same ones you see on me now. I started doing scouting missions for the troops' rebel base, even finding Chammy on a planet of rock giants, and I've just been doing peacekeeping work throughout the galaxy ever since. I wish I could have seen how stubborn and selfish I'd been, completely blind to the fact that Zim was changing. But I was just a dumb, angry kid who didn't know any better. I was so used to seeing Zim as a threat that I never wanted to see him as anything else. That's a mistake you don't have to make. You have a chance to avoid my future, Dib. Don't waste it.
But after all that, you still don't hate Zim?
I hate myself a lot more. I'd give anything to change what I did, but you can't change the past.
Well, technically you could.
Time travel is cheating, Dib. It ruins more than it'll ever fix.
I mean, I get it.
Besides, Zim isn't even that bad. When you're a kid, it's easy to see things a bit differently than they really are. We both saw Zim as a terrifying monster who came to destroy our world! But has he really lived up to that image? All of the damage Zim's ever caused was because of a mistake, or a poor attempt to impress his leaders. The tallists are probably the only reason Zim was so sinister in our eyes, considering he would have done anything to make them proud. It's kind of like how we always wanted to impress our father. Dib, you and Zim are a lot alike. If the two of you had met on different terms, I like to think you could have been friends. Maybe you could have bonded over being outcasts.
That doesn't change the fact that Zim is a jerk with a big ego.
Have you ever considered that Zim might need a big ego to survive? Zim has failed over and over again, and everything in the world is against him, including his own planet. Having a big ego may make him seem big-headed or selfish, but it's what gives him the determination to keep trying despite his numerous failures.
Alright, I guess I do feel kind of bad for him.
Exactly my point. So, what are you going to do about him? Are you going to help your ally feel better and get his confidence back? Or will you keep beating a dead horse?
I don't know, I'm just not sure helping Zim is right.
I think it's pretty obvious, but let me put it this way. If Zim doesn't pose a threat to the Earth anymore, if Zim is fighting for everything that we think is right, then what's wrong with helping him?
Ugh, fine, you win.
Halt! Who goes there? Approach slowly and with your hands in the air.
Oh, thank the stars. Two of the most confident men in the entire galaxy.
That's saying something coming from you.
Tip, where were the others? Are they safe?
They won't be if we don't hurry. Let's go! After the cave-in, Bolt showed up and revealed that he was a Siren. He took control of Zib, Kai, and Sick, hypnotizing them, making them fight each other.
That monster. He's gonna pay! Sirens? Aliens? Mind control? This sounds like a marvel of science! Simply incredible!
I barely escaped that psychopath. Then I ran into Rio, and he went to investigate. Rio can't be mind controlled because he's a robot like me, but I can predict he's not doing so well against those three.
Sick. I'm coming to get you, son. Don't you worry.
Well. What do we have here? Another group of stragglers. This day keeps getting better and better. Am I right, everyone?
Sick. Snap out of it. Please, this isn't like you.
Quiet, Grandpa. Can't you see they're playing whack-a-mucks? I've waited too long for this moment. Not only have I now taken over the entire moon, but thanks to Mako, I now have my last antagonists, these Irken Outcasts at my mercy. Now, why don't you two come join everyone else in my stadium of chaos? It'll be fun!
Commander, go snap your son back into reality. I'll focus on this madman. Right. Norman, Tim, cover me.
Max, you know I don't like fighting. I'll go see if I can find the others. Wait, I can turn invisible? Oh, right. I was designed to be a spy bot. Of course I can turn invisible.
Oh, wow. This body isn't so bad.
Professor, what are you doing? Help me hold them down. I'm sorry, Commander. I know it's not my son, but it looks just like him, and it's weird. You think I don't understand that? We're fighting my son, too, you know. Didn't your son tell me your species reproduces via cloning? Now's not the time, Membrane. He's my son in all but biology. Sick. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. You're an engineer, not a warrior.
Maybe I should get something super sweet. That looks fun.
Sounds good, Chammy. So, you two don't seem to be making a lot of progress, which is okay, but I think some input from moi may be required, just to get things moving along, you know? No, I got it. A certain someone just won't accept my apology.
What's the point? You'll just find something else to yell at me about later anyways.
He's got a point, Dib. You're annoying. I'm sure you'll always have to be yelling about something.
Not helping, thank you, guys. How am I supposed to end this rivalry if he thinks I'm just going to snap again later?
Is that all? Fine. I guess the rivalry is done. The almighty Zim says so, or whatever.
Actually, Zim, I was hoping for something more.
Ugh! You disgust me, Dib Beast! Judging by your planet's rotation cycle, I am 162 years old. You're only 14, puny smeet. So I have the firm belief that you'd be much better off with that dorky yellow...
Oh! Not that. Literally anything but that. Ugh.
Then what exactly are you suggesting?
I don't know, a friendship? We're on the same team now, Zim. It's the least I could do.
I thought you hated my kind. Wanted to expose us to the world, right?
Not anymore. I'm working with the Irken Rebellion now, and so are you. We have a mission to protect the Earth. The only reason I ever hated you is because you kept putting my world in danger. Now that you're keeping it safe, things have changed.
I understand that, you big-headed moron. Why else would you want to have become such close friends with Sick? The word alone disgusts me. Friendship. As if I'd ever stoop so low.
Stop it. I know you're lying. You're lonely, Zim, you just don't want to admit it.
The almighty Zim does not want to listen to any more of this idiocy.
Come on, I made things work with Sick. Why can't they work with you? What's the difference?
The difference is probably the fact that Zim hates all of humanity. That's a key factor.
Lies! The gas speaks nothing but filthy lies! Zim does not hate all humans despite their pestilence. Only most of them.
Well then, who are the humans you don't hate? Oh, right. But what do you have to say about my offer?
It'll take me some time to get used to Zib along with these other loud newcomers, but it is manageable. The Dib and Gaz are unlike other humans. They are smart, while the rest are dumb. Zim admires, no, I admire their intellect. It is something that my people have always valued. And even if I'm not welcomed by my people, I still agree to that value. Being cunning is a much greater asset than being strong.
I guess that's something we have in common, right? Neither of us are accepted by our own kind. That's a funny kind of coincidence.
Indeed.
Well, quit dragging it out, you two. I don't want to sit here all day listening.
I accept your offer.
Really?
Seriously?
Yes, we may commence in our friendship activities.
I'll draw us another picture. It'll be fun.
That's great. I knew you'd both come around.
You totally thought they botched this, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I really did. Wait, what's that over there? Doesn't look good. Shami, let's go. We need to investigate. Wait, let us come with you. That could be our friends in danger. Okay, sure. Just don't die or something, okay?
Yeah, try to keep up, kids.
And Dib, try helping Zim get some of his confidence back now that you're on good terms. Maybe if he reminds himself of what he's able to accomplish, he won't be in such a bad mood. Got it. Let's go.
Wait, does this make Zib my son now? Since he is technically my son in the sense that he is my son from an altered timeline. Gee, I should stay home more often. Remembering, now's not the time. I appreciate the backup, but who in the void are these two?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. We have a plan. Focus on tiring those three out. Okay, guys, what's the plan? What do you think, my dear associate Chummy? Should we jump into the fray?
I believe we shall, my good friend. It's a screwhead with a Siren's gemstone! Pilot!
Dib, you have to destroy the gem on his chest. It'll drain all his power and free everyone.
Not nice. Not nice at all. But I guess you couldn't help yourselves for being a bunch of blabbermouths.
I'll keep the others distracted if you can destroy that gem on Bolt's chest.
I can't do that. I'm not agile like Kai or strong like the commander. I'm not even as smart as that Smeet.
That doesn't matter. You don't have to be any of those things. Because you're the most stubborn. And even when something seems impossible, you always find some way to pull it off.
But what if I fail?
You won't. Now go!
Grr, go distract that Bolt. Did you get that? Distract Bolt.
I don't know what that means.
Gur, why don't you sing a song to Bolt?
Yes, Master! Llamas are dancing on burritos, and they're eating pizza. Llamas
What?
dancing on burritos.
I don't even know what to say to this.
Pizza dancing on burritos, and they're dancing on burritos, eating
Zim is victorious! Tell me, how does it feel to be defeated by the most amazing Zim?
What am I doing on a stage? I don't remember signing up for a talent show. Oh, my head's all foggy, too. Was my head on fire? Wait, where's... Shoot! Rio!
Hey, Space Boy!
There we go. And done. Yep, that should do it. That help you feel any better, buddy? Sorry for roughing you up so badly. Mind control, am I right?
It's fine. I didn't want to hurt you.
Is that what held you back? In that case, beat the crap out of me next time. I don't know how many times you can get busted up like this before you can break.
Don't worry. I can assure you that he's very durable. But thank you, Kai. I was worried we'd be stuck out in space forever. But it seems like we got lucky. Rio, why don't you go let the twins make some repairs on those cracks? The stickers are a nice sentiment, but I don't want anything to scar.
Still kinda surprised you two are both mentoring the twins. I always thought Rio would be working with someone a bit, you know?
What? Do you think he'd find another robot to work with?
Nah. I was just expecting someone shorter, compared to that little dork.
Rio, you're back! And a bunch of pretty stickers on your face! I want to get some of those stickers too, especially the pink ones. Oh, and it looks like you got a broken face! How can you break your face? Could you only break bones? I don't know, why don't you ask Rio? He looks like the expert here.
Blimey! How the hell did you get that busted up? Did you find a bloody demon?
Boys, please. Here, why don't I take a look at those cracks while Keech keeps the twins at bay?
You think it's that easy? You think you can just have your little happily ever after now that I'm down?
Yeah, mate. Seems like it.
What? Well, you're wrong.
Give me a break.
The moment my friend Mako finds out about this, he's going to come beat you to a pulp with his magic. He's got a ton of tricks up his sleeves. The moment he finds out that I'm missing, Mako will plague you with nightmarish horrors for the next century.
I didn't think any other screw-heads lived on the moon. Maybe he's invisible. Oh, wow, I never thought of that.
He's not invisible, you idiots! And he's not a screwhead either. He's an Irken, but like, from another timeline. He's got 2 packs, a bunch of crazy powerful magic, and a really awesome violet cloak that he clips together with a gold medal. He won't tell me what it's from, but that's probably just because he won it in a super violent fight or something. You're all toast. Mako will completely destroy your little team and...
All right, that's enough out of you.
What? No! Justice will prevail! You hear me? I will have my revenge!
We cannot thank you enough for saving our kingdom, Zim. We will be sure to spread word of the goodwill your heroics gave us today.
And if you ever need anything at all, just know you'll always have allies here on the moon.
Yes, just another hard day's work as the world's finest Irken rebel.
I thought we've already been over this, Zim. You can't just join the rebellion because you want to. You have to earn it with titles and acts of greatness.
Oh, right. Sorry, Commander.
You better be sorry, Zim. You're not a rebel. Hey, wipe that frown off your face. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking, Invader Zim. You know, I think Captain is a more fitting title for a hero like yourself. Don't you? After all, I can only give you the title that you're rightfully earned.
You do care! Come here!
Zim, don't!
It's just a little hug.
I don't want it! Get off of me! Just get off me!
I'm glad to see those two are finally getting along. I was starting to worry they'd be arguing forever, and that wouldn't be any fun.
Wait, you already knew that they hated each other? I thought you said they were friends.
No, I always knew they were fighting. I just wanted to keep things positive, you know? It's not every day you move to a new planet, so I wanted to be optimistic.
Aw, that's nice.
You want to say goodbye to your weird friend, Dim? Or is he another brother of yours?
Maybe? I mean, yeah, 1 second, I want to say goodbye. Pilot, Chammy, wait up.
Oh, hiya, Dib. Oh my, Irk, you weren't kidding. You actually ran into those idiots?
Tack, please. I suppose you must be Dib, yes? My name is Larnar. I've already heard a lot about you from these excitable kids. You've made quite the impression.
Hey, I'm not a kid. I'm 18.
Yes, and I'm nearly 600 years old. To me, you're still a child.
Oh, come now, that's not fair.
You're old.
Yes, Chammy. I am indeed very old. It is why I have mechanical legs. I swear, whenever they stop functioning, I need a wheelchair or a cane to get around.
Tack, are you an old person too? If you must know, I'm still fairly young for an Irken.
And I've been past my prime for quite some time now. So why don't you kids go prepare to refuel our shield systems? I'll need help with some of the heavy lifting.
Okie dokie. You're the boss.
Wait, Pilot, I actually wanted to ask you something. Oh, alright. You guys go on ahead, I'll catch up. Here. Now, if you ever need any more advice, you can just send a call directly to the theater. I'll respond as soon as I can. But what did you want to ask me about? I wanted to know why you stayed on the moon after finding the minerals to fuel your base. Oh, that's simple. Like I said, I just wanted to look around a bit and... No, not that. I meant the real reason. For someone who claims to be an actor, you're really bad at pretending to be something you're not. Then again, I know you lied just because we're the same person. I know my own nervous tics. You're a lot smarter than I was at your age. You caught me. That isn't why I stayed longer. The truth is, well, I was looking for... Were you looking for your world Zim? I was. I mean, I know he's still out there. He just goes by different names, probably to keep himself hidden from me or any Irken authorities. But I don't know. I'd give anything to see him again and apologize. It won't make up for what happened, but at least it's something. What name does he go by now? I think it was Mako or something like that. I don't really...
Pilot! Hurry up, we need your tall ass over here to reach this panel.
I guess that's my cue. Exit stage right. Hey, I consider Zib a little brother, and I've always wanted an older sibling too, so... Multiverse bros? Multiverse bros.
So, they think they can outsmart me by taking Bolt away? They think that's all it takes? Well, I must say, I look forward to proving them wrong.
While Sick is off playing games with the Membre kids, I could help you guys get used to your new life here on Earth.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thanks, Mux. We'd really appreciate the help. You really don't need to be so worried, Rio. Humans are as dumb as bricks. So long as we've got our disguises and don't run around shouting, "We're actually aliens!" there's no chance of them seeing through us.
Do we get disguises too?
Yes, both of you will need something as well. Maybe a pair of twins, or...
I want to be a hitman! And I want to be one of those terrifying girls, you know, with the long black hair that goes over the eyes and... Wait, no! We should stack on top of each other and be a detective in a big, long trench coat! Oh yeah! Then we could go see some R-rated movies!
I'm sure we'll find something you two would enjoy being. Something less... Yes, that. Come on, let's go brainstorm together.
Trench coat!
Anyway, now that that's out of the way, what are we gonna do about this one?
I have a name, you know.
Yeah, but you made me beat up my buddy Rio. So either I treat you like garbage, or just straight up kill you. Your call.
Your ship has a detention center, right? Why not just keep him there?
Aw, man. I was gonna turn that into our man cave. Rio's gotta have somewhere to get away from the twins, you know?
Isn't that what your quarters are for?
Yeah, but the DC Center's roomier. Lots of space, comfy bed with a...
Kai, be reasonable.
Fine, whatever. Guess you're coming with us then, Bolty buddy.
Sure, whatever. I'll be out of your hair soon enough, though.
If you think the Empire's gonna dig you out of planet Earth, you've got another thing coming.
Not the Empire, Mako.
Who's Mako again?
Didn't the royal family mention them?
Oh yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that.
Wanna clue us in on your crush, Bolts?
Sorry, but you'll just have to wait and see. Wait, aren't you curious? Don't you want to know who Mako is? I've got this whole scary speech prepared and it's gonna totally freak you out. Don't you care even a little? Yes? No? Hello? Stop ignoring me!
A new rebel base, huh? Looks like they were really bluffing about calling the tallest. No way they'd still be hanging around here if the Armada was actually coming. I knew that. Yeah, totally. Called it from the start. But still, that really looked like the tallest. These rebels must be smarter than they look to fake a call like that. Well, on the fly. Anyway, it matters not. Now that I've made some improvements to my shape-shifting, I can fool anyone!
Hey, Kai, stay away from my boyfriend!
Rio, your girlfriend's a total buzzkill. So lame.
Wait. I don't know sign language. Oh well. Not like it matters. With my powers, I'll tear them apart effortlessly.
And just where do you think you're going, little ones? Yes. Not so tall anymore. Are you? That was a status you never deserved in the first place. It should have been Yuki. I should have killed Spork when I had the chance.
Who are you? Get out of my way. We need to reach the escape pods. We have to leave.
Leave? Why would you ever want to leave? Your prison sentence has just begun! And even though Tallest Quo has made it so Purple will survive living inside of his pack, he does have a proper execution plan for later. Rest assured, you'll both meet your end soon. But for now, a little taste should suffice.
Step back. Wait, no. What are you? Ah! What the hell is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
I'm not sure. Maybe I should take another bite to find out.
You're sick.